Everybody, I'm here with Gojo, and I'm bringing you guys the next part of what if Goku was evil. So yeah, in the previous part I did explain how Goku was able to practically convince or even defeat Raditz to practically showing how strong he was. And eventually, after both brothers trained together, they're able to defeat the Saiyan Prince and Nappa as well, killing them both. Unlike the original one Goku spared and Vegeta, he killed them both in his timeline. Due to the death of his wife Chi-Chi, Goku was able to unlock the Super Saiyan form. And with this, of course, Goku was then able to practically hone his power thanks to the help of Bulma and his brother Raditz. With this, of course, Goku continues to train and increase his power. And eventually, when train Gohan, so he knows that Gohan will be the next protector, and of course, fight more stronger people than him in the future if he dies. Goku wants Gohan to be prepared to face off with threats much more powerful than even he knows. So Goku practically wants Gohan to be strong for his own sake and for his mother's. Goku would, of course, would still be saddened by Chi-Chi's death, but he knows deep down that she wanted him to practically move on and continue to grow stronger so he can protect her son. And Goku would have done that. So, Goku would have trained with Raditz for a couple of months. Eventually, both of them would get incredibly stronger, and eventually, Bone was able to become that Frieza is heading to a planet named Namek, which is practically the home world of Kami. Goku would probably be interested, and eventually, of course, Piccolo, being the new Kami, would have also been interested as well. As I trained both Goku and Raditz, he also trains him inside a time chamber. Piccolo has grown immensely stronger. Due to this, Piccolo being much more different than the original timeline, he was practically changed by Kami. Kami practically wished for Piccolo's evil to practically be removed and eventually fused with him permanently. With this, of course, Piccolo became stronger and wise due to having all of Kami's memories. With this, of course, Piccolo trained inside a time chamber, and due to him not able to age as fast as a normal Namekian would, he became much stronger. In base, Piccolo can practically match Goku's Super Saiyan level with ease, just showing that he's much stronger than most of the power that Goku has. But of course, Goku has also grown stronger. With Goku now having a power level after training in the grad room for a couple of months with Rise, he has been able to reach a power level of around 800,000, while Rise only has a power level of around 530,000, which is still impressive. Piccolo is actually outmatching both of them at a power level of 2 million. Piccolo actually started training himself. He's been training inside the lookout for a much longer time ever since the Saiyan attacked. He also brought some of the humans to fight as well, but since they were not needed as much, Goku was able to pretty easy taking care of them by himself. So yeah, but of course he did saw how the humans tried to help Goku and Raditz, and of course Piccolo would have decided to train with them. Using a time chamber, both the three fighters would have trained for over the 2 years. Over the 2 years, Goku was able to finally unlock the new stage of transformation for Super Saiyan, being Super Saiyan 2 after mastering it. Of course, Raditz by the time was able to achieve Super Saiyan and master it, but not actually achieve Super Saiyan 2 because of Goku's making much more progress and control over Super Saiyan being much more better than that of Raditz. Since I was practically trying to hold on Super Saiyan first, while Goku was already in the beginning of that stage before Raditz. That's why he was practically slightly above Raditz when it comes to power. Piccolo would have trained with them, and eventually Goku actually starts to overpower Piccolo. With, of course, Piccolo still actually growing in strength. His base is much stronger than both Piccolo and Goku's, but due to their constant Zenkais, they're actually able to become the same level. Now, Piccolo is actually as strong as Super Saiyan Raditz, which is still impressive, but Goku is stronger than them. His base won't be much more higher than Raditz, but still being lower than Piccolo's. But his Super Saiyan base is actually much stronger, and even his Super Saiyan 2 as well. Eventually, they use the drama to finally teleport themselves to planet Namek, since they know they only have a day before Frieza arrives, so they want to practically arrive as early as they can. With Piccolo also telling Popo to practically use the Dragon Balls once again to practically bring them back after they finish the battle or if he connects them. Of course, Popo would have done it, and eventually the Dragon Balls will spread as he sent both Goku, Raditz, and Piccolo to planet Namek. With three fighters already ready to fight, Dune decides to search the planet for the Dragon Balls to make sure that they're okay. Goku appears to have a malice within his body. Most of the Mickey's will kind of scare him, but seeing that he doesn't actually want any intro with them, nor does he want to hurt them, they decide to practically give him the Dragon Ball. They do the same with Raditz, and eventually Piccolo is actually the one who gets the Dragon Balls mostly. Piccolo is actually able to gather all four, while Goku and Raditz were able to gather at least two or one. Goku probably gathering two, while Raditz is able to gather one. Eventually they're able to figure out that some Dragon Balls are still in here as well, and eventually they go to Grand Guru, assigned to put the Dragon Balls beside him and eventually protect him when Frieza comes. Grand Guru wants practically to give them the power that they need, so he decides to unlock their potentials. Of course, Zuko actually does not seeing a problem with that, since that means they can grow much stronger, alongside to be much more beneficial if they have to fight Frieza. So they decided to get the potential unlocked. Piccolo is actually the first one to get the potential unlocked, and he actually awakens a form similar to Super Saiyan, which he calls his awakened form. Piccolo grows in base as his power level increases immensely. His base power level skyrocketing from 9 million to all the way up to 90 million. Piccolo's power was immensely increased by this, and he is going to remain stronger as his power level continues to increase, even by him practically feeling it. He can practically see that his power level is increasing, as Goku explains that his potential will practically hit its peak when his potential hits its peak. So yeah. He would do the same for Goku as Rise, and Goku would immensely be boosted by this. With Goku actually being the same as Piccolo, as he'll get the most boost within it, while Rise will gain outside amounts of it. Goku would have shot up to all the way up to 60 million, and Rise would have shot up all the way up to 45 million. And eventually, when Frieza does arrive, their potential unlock practically hits the wall. With Piccolo reaching a base power level of around 150 million, Goku reaching a base power level of 100 million, and Rise reaching a base power level of 80 million. Both three wars are now ready to face off against Frieza, but little they knew is that Frieza was actually secretly training himself. He actually was able to practically see that Goku's immense power when he fought against both Vegeta and Nappa. He was able to defeat Vegeta's great form with ease when he turned into Super Saiyan. This kind of freaked out Frieza, and eventually he decided to practically train himself so he can practically be much stronger than the so-called Super Saiyan. Of course, Frieza did grow immensely stronger. With his power, it increased immensely. Frieza only trained for an amount of at least a week of training, which did provide a much better boost and mastery over his full power form. Which instead of him losing stamina while he being in his full power, he actually practically sustains it normally and has practically mastered it. May make him much stronger. Eventually, of course, that will also mean that Frieza is in his final form already, having a suppressed base power level in 1% of his power, having a suppressed power level of around 100 million, which is an impressive amount. Of course, both Goku, Raditz, and Piccolo will be ready to face off against Vegeta, against Frieza, but Raditz will actually see that he is no match for Frieza in base, so he powers up to Super Saiyan, and his power level skyrockets to 4 billion. Goku decides to do the same as he powers up as well, power up to Super Saiyan as well as his power level reaches 50 billion. With of course all of them ready, alongside Piccolo powering up to his awakened form, his power level reaches the same level as Goku's, and not even slightly higher. With of course, Frieza will just chuckle as he'll power up to his full power form, and his power level will actually match all on their power levels. Even matching that of Goku's and Piccolo's combined alongside Rise as well. It's despite the three wars, Frieza versus at them, but they were able to quickly dodge Frieza's attack, but they were able to figure out that Frieza is slightly slower in this form, but he's immensely strong and powerful as well. Goku powered Super Saiyan 2 as he would then rush against Frieza as they continue to battle. Piccolo have also joined the battle, while Raditz would decide to practically damage Frieza from behind as he fires multiple ki blasts in his back so he can practically damage him. Frieza gets irritated as he slaps Raditz away with the ki blast, and then eventually Raditz is hit, sending him flying. Goku yells for Raditz, but he's quickly punched in the face by Frieza as he's caught off guard. Piccolo is able to kick Frieza away before he can practically do any damage to Goku, and Piccolo tells Goku to focus. Goku nods as he then listens to Piccolo and continues to fight off against Frieza. As the two warriors continue to battle, Raditz is on the mountain, completely hurt and badly injured due to immense blast and his power behind it. Then they arrive just in the nick of time and he heals Raditz and asks him if he's okay. Raditz nods as he tells him that he's fine, but he asks him to practically heal his brother when he gets a chance to. This is of course confused with what Raditz means, but after actually realizing what Raditz actually means, he then nods. Raditz quickly picks up Dende and eventually flies to Goku as he tells Dende to heal him as quick as he can. Then he does so as he heals Goku, and eventually Goku is able to heal up, all the way up to full stamina as he then cracks his neck and then looks back at Frieza as he rushes at him. With the Zenkai boost he was able to gain, Goku starts to fight off against Frieza. Now Piccolo is not so lucky as he's punched against Frieza as Frieza knocks Piccolo out with a blow. Goku isn't shot as he's Piccolo knocked out, but Frieza tells Goku that after he's finished with him, he'll come for his little son. His pets will not survive. Goku, hearing this, starts to get angry as he tells Frieza to not touch his son. But Frieza just mocks Goku, saying that he is nothing to him, just like his wife was to Vegeta. Goku finally snaps as he hears Frieza say this as Goku roars. His roar is starting to echo throughout the world. As Goku roars, his hair growing longer as the lightning starts to increase around his body. Goku roars as a long hair starts to grow on his body. Everyone will be in shock as Goku has finally achieved the next stage of Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Goku with the immense roar punches Frieza, sending him flying as he then rushes at the Emperor. But Goku can actually realize that the form's power also has a cost. He must sacrifice a lot of his stamina to keep it up. And Goku knows that this might not end well, but he needs to utilize his full power that he has now gained thanks to his transformation to defeat Frieza once and for all. Goku powers up a Kamehameha. He tells Frieza this is the end. As he fires a Maseko Kamehameha, firing at the end of Frieza as he annihilates the Emperor. Frieza screams no as he dies. Goku panics as he's returned back to his base and falls on the ground unconscious. A couple of days later, Goku wakes up in the hospital, but he's actually fully healed, but he's just recovering in there. Goku asks Rice what happened, since he was able to rightly not to actually remember most due to his immense rage. Rice would explain everything, even to a part of Super Saiyan 3 as well. Goku is surprised that he was able to achieve the next level of Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. Goku with a smile, it seems that he has a long way to go. But Rice also tells Goku that maybe he can practically do something with this, as he practically shows that Goku's tail is actually regrown. Goku actually be surprised, he found that his tail was long gone. Rice says that when Goku actually passed out after joining Super Saiyan 3, his tail practically regrow itself. It is that due to Dende practically healing Goku, it actually healed a much more deeper part within Goku. His own Saiyan biology practically kicked in, to a point that when he actually gets the Zenkai, he actually regrew his tail. Which is an incredibly rare case since most Saiyans were not able to do that. There's said to be only at least a 0.001% chance to practically that have happened, and Goku is actually one of those chances. Goku is surprised, but he'll smile, seemingly as he has a new goal to achieve. To maybe even combine Super Saiyan with a grade A form. And Rice agrees, seemingly as he wants to do the same. He sees that Super Saiyan 3 is very powerful and decides to learn as well, so he decides to train with Goku until the time comes. But little did both brothers knew is that powerful androids will appear sooner or later. But for now, this is the end for this part. I'll see you guys in the next one. Signing out, my defense. See you next time.